Yeah, but can you come and bring it up?
No. No, bitch. That is fucking jailbait.
Went and he started to scoop it back into the box and make it look as pretty as he could.
No. Don't even try, bruh. They got security cameras. They saw the whole thing.
You guys are interested in becoming your own boss and working on your own schedule? Sign up today and deliver with Uber Eats. You get paid to deliver on your own schedule using the food delivery app most downloaded by customers. You can deliver by car, scooter, bicycle, or even on foot. It's free and easy to sign up. You must have a vehicle, a valid driver's license, a social security to submit a background screening, must be 18 years or older, have a government-issued state ID, and most importantly, a smartphone. You guys can sign up right here and use my invite code, or click on the link that's at the very top of the description. Anyways, on with today's video.
What's up, Cosmonauts? It's your boy Cosmo. And today we're here to react to something a little different. But before we get started, do you guys remember when I used to work at Walmart and I would react to some videos of people and customers of Walmart just being customers at Walmart and all that bullshit? So I want to bring something new to this channel. So since I work as an Uber Eats food delivery carrier, I thought I would do a reaction series where I'd react to a bunch of Uber Eats, Doordash, or Postmates drivers and food carriers, dragging customers, Kevins and Karens for not tipping them and stealing their orders, possibly ruining them, and all those shenanigans. And if so, I would like for you guys to please leave your suggestions on Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Postmates videos in the comments down below, as well as the Discord that's in the description. So today we're going to be reacting to DoorDash drivers drag customers for not tipping and possibly ruining orders. Destined choice. So if you guys want to watch the original video, link is at the top of the description. And I don't blame these DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers on roasting customers for not tipping, as I understand as a food carrier myself. But me ruining people's orders, that's something I don't condone. Without further ado, let's do this. Alright, here we go.
Hi, my wonderful sweet babies. It's Destined Choice, and I wanted to get on here and speak about this new trend regarding no tip, no trip. Now, for those of y'all who didn't know, there's this new trend going on TikTok where a lot of delivery drivers are boasting about the fact that they're not going to pick up any orders unless there's a tip. Now, for those of y'all who use Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates,
Uber Eats
or
right
any
here.
other food delivery app, usually drivers will know if you tip or not.
Oh,
so
yes, that is true.
A lot of drivers
that is true. Us delivery people, we know when you customers do not tip, okay? It shows us a little thing that shows the estimated payout for us delivery people. And mind you, the delivery and service fees do not go to us drivers. We only get paid for the fare and in tips. Without those tips, we get paid almost nothing. Maybe $2, $3, depending if you're on a cart, a bicycle, or on foot. Without those tips, we get paid almost nothing.
Media and YouTube and protesting about the fact that they're not going to be picking up any orders unless there's a tip attached to it.
A lot of delivery drivers weren't coming to.
So those orders are going to be sitting out there.
And she's getting more and
cold
more
as
upset
fuck.
calls.
Some customers are saying that it's over 2 hours.
Delivery apps Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash have been lifesavers this pandemic.
They picked up our business.
Driver shortages can lead to longer wait times, but there may be another reason: how much you tip.
The most common excuse that I hear is no tip, no trip.
Jason Barlow and Kate are two delivery drivers. We've agreed not to say which service they drive for. Both tell me if it appears an order has no tip, it may sit for 30 minutes.
If I see, you know, an order coming through that doesn't have a tip on it, I will decline that order.
Same, guilty as charged. If I come across an order that's $2, $3 and no tip, best believe I'm declining that shit. Mind you, I'm on a bicycle. I don't do Uber Eats by car. So I'm not gonna go out of my way, all that for just $2, hoping to God that I don't get run over by a car.
And
I'm
then
not doing
that
that
person
shit.
can choose to take it or decline it.
Drivers tell me
Take
they're
it
not
or
told
leave
in
it.
advance how much tip you're going to leave, but they say if an order shows it's only going to pay $3, $4, or $5, they're going to assume you're not tipping. They may pass you by.
Yep. We'll know
Delivery
when
services show
customers
you a
tip.
suggested tip on their app. Jason and Kate suggest you be generous.
Which is perfectly fine. But
Yeah, all I ask for is customers, if you're gonna order delivery, we ask that you please leave 15 or 20%. That's all that we ask for.
recently, a video went viral of a young woman who went on TikTok and posted a interesting video of McDonald's and a lot of
Holy
other restaurants
shit.
showing that the non-tippers and the actual tippers are actually divided at restaurants.
So once again, just letting it be known, you don't have to tip. You're not obligated to tip. We also are not obligated to take your order because we are independent contractors who do not work for Doordash.
That's true. As independent contractors, we are entitled to accept as little or as much orders as we want. That being said, since we're independent contractors, we are also self-employed. We don't work for Doordash, Uber Eats, or Postmates. We are just delivery drivers, delivery people. We are not employees.
Own bosses. So yeah, just putting that out there. That was not a lie. There's a whole section dedicated to people who don't tip, and their order just sits there until a dasher decides that they want to take the order.
First of all, tipping is a satisfactory service. That means if I'm satisfied with how you bring me my mother food, then I'm going to tip your period.
Now, I
Girl,
get it. Some
I
people
hear
like to
you
tip
completely.
afterwards and in
Thank
cash
you.
rather than through the app, because a lot of delivery drivers be fucking up. Like, a lot of them will be so lazy that they won't even bring you your own food. For
Okay, that I understand. If you happen to be late, or if the order is smashed, spilled everywhere, or if you take their food, or if you weren't being professional with the customer or the employees at the restaurant, those are valid reasons as to why a customer would not leave a tip.
example, what this woman said makes a lot of sense because of videos like this.
Hello.
Can you come and collect your food?
Yeah, but can you come and bring it up?
No, no, bitch. That is fucking jailbait.
No, I need you to bring it up, please, because it's cold.
COVID guidelines. I can't come. COVID guidelines.
Yeah, but I'm cold though. Everyone's been putting it up there. I'm cold. Everyone's been putting my... You're no different, darling. I need my food upstairs.
Yo, if it was me, I would have just taken a picture of the customer's food on their doorstep and then just bounce. With these COVID safety guidelines, Uber wants us to take pictures of the customer's food on their doorstep, verifying that the food is literally at their doorstep, unless the customer wants me to meet them at the front door.
Please.
Come on, get it. I'm not going up there. You think I'm walking on those stairs?
No, because I need my
Dude,
food
just leave it on the
upstairs.
doorstep
I
and go.
ordered it.
I'm sorry, but don't be expecting a tip afterwards.
Yeah, but I told you that I'm cold. You are the delivery driver.
Can you just come and collect the food?
You are the delivery driver.
Dude, just leave it on the doorstep and go. Just leave it on the doorstep and go.
You are the delivery driver. Are you stupid? Yeah, go on. Go on, I'm recording. Go on, try eat my food. Go on, go on. Big man from delivery. Yeah, go on, eat my food then. Stupid man. Yeah, go on.
You're not getting.
Yeah, eat that. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in on your face. Yeah. Wow. You motherfucker. I hope you get fired. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, very silly.
Wow.
You can make me come upstairs. Are you normal? Are you a fool?
Now, granted,
Are y'all fool?
both
Are y'all
parties
fool?
wrong. But to be fair, this is exactly why a lot of people are hesitant to tip delivery drivers because of shit like this.
Yes,
a lot
that
of times,
is a valid
how can you
reason
want to tip a delivery driver that goes pick up your food and won't
to
even
not be
follow
tipped.
instructions on how to get into the building. On top of that, why would you want to tip someone who's going to be a shitty delivery driver to begin with? It's easier to tip a server because you can fill out their vibe, but with delivery drivers, how do you know they even deserve your tip? You know what I mean? Now, I've worked at a restaurant job. I've worked at Boston Market, I worked at a Chicken Shack, and I also worked at a restaurant called Cooper's Hawk. And trust me,
I'm not gonna lie, those
understand
corn
that a lot of
dogs
times
and those
we rely on the
taters look
generosity of our
bomb as fuck.
customers in order to make a good income. If you don't get a reasonable salary, more than likely you rely on tips. In Florida, Texas, and many other states like Mississippi, a lot of servers usually get around $2 to $5 an hour plus tips. and the other workers that work in the kitchen.
I don't
that
even know
actually
how
do a lot
much
of
I
work
make in tips.
Typically get paid around.
I don't know. When you're self-employed or an independent contractor, you don't get paid by the hour. You only get paid per task or per project.
A little bit entitled.
So your income is always going to fluctuate like a roller coaster.
Your DoorDash drivers. And let me tell you why. When it comes to tipping a DoorDash driver or a Postmates or a food delivery app driver, they're doing all that fucking work. Meanwhile, your lazy ass can go to the restaurant by yourself, go walk there, or go drive there, or go Uber there and pick it up on your own.
Don't forget bicycle,
a lot of them be working in the hood, where a lot of them are terrified of even walking around certain neighborhoods. Then some people got dogs in their front yard, and they got to go through the dog in order just to deliver the food.
All right. You don't have to tip, and I don't have to pick up your non-tip order. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. Go pick it up yourself, buddy.
But the issue is really just the tipping system as a whole, because a lot of these food delivery apps don't offer a salary to these independent contractors.
That's true.
And that's why they don't offer it, because you don't offer a salary or benefits to an independent contractor, because they work when they want to, they wake up when they want to, and they get up when they want to. But a lot
As
of
independent contractors or self-employed people, we don't get those kind of benefits that employees do, unfortunately.
And I get it, but at the same time, you're an independent contractor. You're a 1099 person, which means you're just like a construction worker. You're just like an OnlyFans person, just like a YouTuber. You rely solely on working on your own schedule. To make matters even worse, a lot of time, these delivery services be charging way too much, because you'll order $12 worth of food, and before you know it, your total comes to $35. It's like, what the fuck am I even paying for?
No, not $35. Make that 40 or 50 plus tax or small delivery fees, service fees, delivery fees, and tips, taxes,
benefits. Then you're saying you're being charged an extra service fee.
Service fees, delivery fees,
be like $7, $8.
And tips.
And sometimes I'll literally be
those
at the
shits
verge
will
of
add
ordering
up.
something on a food delivery app, and then I'll instantly click undo and cancel and say, fuck that shit. I'll just go pick that shit up myself, or I'll go cook it home. Because if I'm going to order $15 worth of food, why am I paying $38? And then,
I couldn't have said it better myself. If you can't afford to order delivery, plus the tax, the tips, and the extra fees, then you might as well go order that food yourself, pick it up yourself. It is way cheaper, and you'll be doing your wallet a favor.
Then on top of that, that doesn't even include the tip that you got to give the service driver. You got to give the service driver at least 10 to 15% to be reasonable. So then you got to throw in an extra $5, extra $10, and sometimes that's not even enough, because a lot of gas prices are going up globally because of inflation. So $5 isn't even enough to tip your driver. Now you got to tip your driver like $12.
Bruh, $5 right now is enough to pay a gallon of gas in California, I think. I want to say it's $5 or $6.
$13.
Yeah,
and it's like,
that.
I gotta tip you $12. I gotta pay state tax. So I get why corporations take so much money out of these DoorDash drivers' paycheck, because they're the ones who bring you the customers. They're the one who connect you to all the customers. But then I also understand it from a consumer point of view, because why the fuck would I want to tip a delivery food driver in some instances if, for one, they forget my sauce, they forget my napkins, they forget this, they forget that. Or let's say they tip my food over and now there's oil all over the bag. Or they...
Yeah, based on what this guy is saying, I understand it from both a food delivery person and a customer's point of view. Because before I used to deliver for Uber Eats, I was once a regular customer of Uber Eats, and I do tip based on how the delivery person orders my food, how fast and urgent they deliver it, my order is correct, and making sure that the bag isn't ripped open, because I'm gonna assume that they went through my shit and stole my fucking food, or took a bite out of my french fries or breakfast sandwich, you name it. I always tip them really good, either 15%, 20, sometimes 25 if I'm feeling generous, or if I can afford it. And it's just common sense. If you can't afford food via delivery, just go order that shit yourself and pick it up your damn self. It's cheaper.
They open up my shit and now some french fries are missing. You know, you guys see them.
No, what did I just say? French fries.
Drivers eating out your damn bag, eating your food.
We decided to order pizza.
Sounded like a solid plan until it wasn't. That's because of this DoorDash driver you see walking up to their Detroit house on Ohio Street with pizza in hand. Okay. Sort of.
When the guy was walking up to our porch,
the dude probably
we saw
ate
that
it.
He was holding the pizza vertically.
Mm-hmm.
So
he ate it.
So from there, I knew that for a fact that the pizza was outside of the box.
Rodney King Jr. and his wife, hungry and eagerly anticipating their order,
The dude
happened
ate
to
it
be
while he was
watching
driving.
their camera at the time. They saw the guy pull their pizza out of the bag and then drop it on their porch.
So afterward, he looked at the pizza, he went and he started to scoop it back into the box and make it look as pretty as he could.
No, don't even try, bro. They got
Rodney
security
says
cameras.
he
They
gave
saw the
DoorDash
whole
driver
thing.
the benefit of the doubt, but no phone call, no refund, and no pizza that hadn't fallen on the ground.
As soon as I saw the pizza hit the floor, it was my heart sank a little bit because I was hungry. And
I look at that and I say, what the fuck? Why can't I just tip afterwards? So a lot of times it's annoying because if you don't tip up front, which a lot of times these food delivery apps encourage you to tip up front, a lot of times you might get shit service or you might have to wait 2 to 3 hours just to get your food, which I get because you can go pick it up yourself. But it's irritating because if I'm gonna order some food, expect a food delivery driver to bring it to me, what if he fucks some shit up, but I already tipped him like $12? You know, you could always edit your tip and lower your tip from $12 to $2, $3, but it's like, at that point...
That is true. There was this one time I accepted an order that didn't tip up front. Now, I only accepted it because Uber Eats has this thing where if you decline too many orders, your Uber will be forced to remove the upfront addresses for the restaurant and the customer. So that way you are forced to accept an order without the upfront address of the customer and the restaurant that you're delivering from. So I only accepted the offer only because my acceptance rate in Uber Eats, I want to say 50-60%, and I'm trying to bring it up to 80-90% because I don't accept every order that I do, especially if there's no upfront tip or if it's too far from where I am on a bicycle. Or if it's a risky, sketchy area that I don't know. This was during around the holidays, so I had no choice but to accept every goddamn order that I possibly could just to bring my acceptance rate up, and it was the holidays, so you best believe 90% of the customers that I was delivering to were being cheap asses with their tips because they were trying to save for the holidays and inflation. And I was trying to make ends meet with the bills at home. It wasn't until about an hour after that certain delivery, and they did tip me, I want to say $3 afterwards. You know, maybe customers much rather tip afterwards, depending on how you deliver to them and on your service and whatnot.
Then that food delivery driver can give you a 1-star rating. Yes, a lot of times these apps and Uber drivers and food delivery services can give you a 1-star rating for being a shit customer or a shit person for when it comes time to deliver your food.
Right? People are not taking trips where there is no tip showing up, and we need to push this message stronger. So the reason why I'm making this quick message is that you can circulate it, put it on Facebook, tweet it out, create your own postings. No tip, no trip. Hashtag no tip, no trip. Just check in the description. I wrote it out there for you. Let's get this viral. It's working. It's driving up the prices. People should say no to $2, $3, $4, $5 deliveries. You're not making money, especially if you're not getting a tip. And we got to send a loud and clear message to riders and to people ordering food that they need to acknowledge, respect, and pay us during the pandemic, because the gig companies are not paying us. So they're going to have to pick up the slack, unfortunately, right? But we are not going to go and hustle for half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour for $4 or $5. Ain't happening.
So when you say tax the rich, tax the wealthy,
I would have to say I'm neutral about the whole no tip, no trip movement. Sure, just like what the last guy said, I'm not gonna travel 30, 45 minutes for $2. But from a customer's perspective, I would understand why they would tip, especially if there's food missing, if my order's fucked up, if they were late, or whatever else.
a lot of times they're gonna say, okay, bet, since y'all want to tax us, we're gonna raise
I'm in the
prices.
middle.
We're gonna
raise
raise prices on the business owners. We're gonna raise the taxes on these mom and pop shops. So these mom and pop shops are gonna have to raise the prices of their food. Food prices can't stay the same because taxes are always going up, because these business owners and these multimillionaires and billionaires and wealthy people want to make sure that they get a good profit margin. They want to make sure that they're making enough profit rather than just basically losing money. People want to make sure they gain money rather than lose money. Now, there are some sites and apps that offer hourly pay. For example, if you're a virtual assistant, you can do things like Upwork. Upwork has like an hourly pay system. Same thing with TaskRabbit. If you need someone to be a handyman or help you move, you can hire somebody out TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit is where a lot of people are
I'm
going.
done with
On top of that,
hourly
people are using
jobs.
things like
That is
Bite
why
Squad
I became
and there's other food
self-employed
delivery
and
apps
left
that pay
Walmart.
hourly, where they'll reimburse you for gas, or if you don't make enough, they'll still reimburse you for the gas anyways. So since gas prices are going up and taxes are going up, people are still going around saying tax the rich. They're complaining about
I don't know
all
about
the
y'all,
tax they
but
pay,
I'm
meanwhile,
glad that I
trying to
do
order
Uber Eats
food.
on a
Doesn't make
bike
any
because I
sense.
don't got to
So
worry
I really
about
wish
fucking
people understood
gas.
this concept
My
of how the economy
stamina
works and how
when I'm
everything
riding
has
my
to be a flow
bike,
and
that
balance,
is
because
my gas
everything is
and
transactional.
water.
They're not, you
Gotta
can't
stay
just go
hydrated
around
too.
saying tax the rich without expecting them to literally make nothing in return. So a lot of times when I see these trendy videos and I see these interesting topics and I see these controversial videos and I see these videos of customers going in on people who don't tip, I sometimes look at it like I mean, bitch, you did choose your poison, right? You chose your job. If you don't like the tip that you're getting, choose another job, choose another service, and you'll be just fine. I have the same energy for YouTubers. You know, when I see a lot of these Doordash people and Uber Eats people complain about, you know, the tips they're getting and the fact that, you know, the corporation don't give them no benefits and shit, I do the same thing with YouTubers and OnlyFans people. Because let's be honest real quick. I want to use YouTubers, social media influencers, IG models, and OnlyFans people as an example. We're also independent contractors. Fun fact, which means we don't get benefits. We don't get no benefits. We don't get no health insurance. We don't get no retirement
we don't
plan.
get none of that
We don't
shit.
get none of that stuff. All that stuff depends on
I don't
you.
get none of that.
So when you're a YouTuber and I hear YouTubers complain,
I gotta
and
pay
beg
for
money
my
when
own
they're in
health
live
insurance.
streams, like, guys,
Or
my
actually,
Cash
I
App
used
is
to.
right here. My
But
Cash App is here.
now I have Medicaid, so the government pays my health insurance.
I am nothing without my following. And when people try to hate on me and report me, I'm literally trying to be a fucking better person. I want to say to everybody that's been reporting me, think twice because you're ruining my life. Because I make all of my money online. All of it. And I don't want to lose that. And I know people like to see me be down and be like them and be like the 90%ers, the people that work 9 to 5. That is not me. I am in LA to not be like that.
I find that very hard to believe that your financial issues are so horrific that you have hours and hours every day to watch Twitch, yet you don't have $5 to spare for an entire month. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I really, truly don't believe it. That's why they have financial issues. Honestly, they need to reevaluate something.
You're helping me out. You're helping me survive because I'm now making, you know, what normal people make, and I basically am feeling suicidal.
And I see people begging for money from their followers or begging for money on their Cash App, it makes me cringe because they'll sometimes sit on camera and be like, well, I'm not gonna work for free. And it's like, well then bitch, get another job. No one's begging your bitch ass, your big fat big buck ass to stay on social media and make money off your followers. No one's begging you to do this. If you're not making shit on YouTube, then bitch, get your ass up and go get a real fucking job, or get your ass up and go find a high gaining job. Find something that can get you gainfully employed instead of bitching and complaining about the consumers. You know what I mean? It's so easy to
and that's the thing. Uber Eats isn't my only source of income, and that's why I have a second source of income. I also do online surveys on my computer or my phone at home. So even when I'm not delivering food for Uber Eats, I'm at home doing surveys. You know, I don't want to just have one source of income, especially if it's not going the way I thought it would, or if it's not working out, or if I'm getting unlucky. At least I have something else to turn to for money. And you know what they say, don't keep your eggs in one basket. And for that, I'm all for that shit. Don't keep your eggs in one basket.
Complain. And the same thing goes for OnlyFans creators. You know, a lot of people on OnlyFans were complaining and bitching and getting upset when they saw that OnlyFans was coming up with these new guidelines and saying, oh, OnlyFans is so wrong for this, you know, this is that, or people are stealing our content and da-da-da. And which, fun fact, OnlyFans is not playing. OnlyFans is trying to come out as a streaming platform in the next couple of years, where they're trying to stream original OnlyFans series. They're trying to put OnlyFans creators in their own series. They're trying to compete with Netflix, Hulu, and much more. But they slowed it down because a lot of OnlyFans creators were complaining. And a lot of OnlyFans creators are actually leaving and going to Snapchat because OnlyFans is requiring that every single participant in your explicit video now has ID because there's so much underage shit going on OnlyFans. There's so much salacious activity and problematic shit because, Lord and behold, evil and bad people do exist in this world. So OnlyFans has been cracking down on people who take advantage of the platform where they can get all these subscribers to make all this money. So best believe that OnlyFans creators, y'all are going to be just like these DoorDash delivery drivers very soon, where this income that you're making that you think is passive and extra and is benefiting and paying you off, it's not going to be around very long. The more the economy changes and the more the world changes, the less lucrative it's going to be. So all that money y'all make as delivery drivers, OnlyFans creators, YouTubers, y'all better make sure y'all do everything y'all can to utilize it and create more opportunities for yourself, like starting a damn business and stop being so damn comfortable and complacent.
And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did.
People have every right to be upset when you're an influencer, but bitch, what are you doing with that extra money you're making? You feel like you're losing money? Bitch, OnlyFans shouldn't be your only source of income. Same thing with YouTubers. Same thing with IG models. Instagram has been cracking down on influencers on IG. Fun fact, a big reason why Instagram was testing out this whole high likes thing and why Instagram is basically turning into a big ass shopping outlet, which I really don't like. Instagram has turned into a big ass Amazon because Instagram wants some of that pie. Instagram is also offering people
Amazon
money for video reels. And now
Amazon has
Instagram
everything
is
now.
their Instagram influencers into independent contractors, and Instagram gets a percentage out of all the creators. Same thing with TikTok. TikTok is allowing people to monetize their platform, but TikTok wants their percentage. And people will complain and say, oh, that's so fucked up. Why did they take all this money? Well, then, bitch, you shouldn't be relying on one thing. When you're an independent contractor...
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Don't keep your eggs in one basket. Have multiple sources of income. If you don't like the guidelines,
you don't get no 403B,
if you don't like the pay cuts,
you don't get no stock, you don't get no leverage. Bitch, everything's up to you. Everything's all about what you put into it. You know what I mean? I used to be one of those people who complain about YouTube because YouTube is getting so strict with taking out videos and restricting certain videos and not monetizing certain videos. But then I snapped out of it and realized, wait, YouTube don't really owe me shit. You know, channels come and go. They die, they rise, they fall. Some channels have longevity, but YouTube don't owe us shit because they give us the platform. Fun fact, YouTube takes 45% of most YouTubers' income, believe it or not.
That is true.
They do. And plus, we all have to pay taxes just like everybody else.
Self-employment taxes.
Contractors, just like OnlyFans creators and Instagram influencers.
Self-employment
taxes. But
taxes.
again, you can't just rely on that one platform. Just like how these DoorDash drivers and delivery drivers can't rely on DoorDash, you can't just rely on that. It's all about what you do with it. It's not about what you got. It's all
exactly.
about
I am so proud of myself for not relying on just Uber Eats as my only source of income. My Uber Eats monthly income is only enough to pay for my share of the bills at home and my insurances and other expenses. And again, my second income, online surveys, I can use that extra money to spoil myself if I want to, or I can invest in my IRA account, or better yet, in my savings account. So when you're self-employed, you are responsible for your finances, taxes, and all that fucking shit. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. This is what you signed up for if you're an independent contractor. You know, no employer is gonna pacify you with all these fucking benefits that employees get. Us independent contractors, we are responsible for all that shit.
what you do with what you have. So if you're making all this money through tips, or you had a good week with tips, save some of that money, put a lot of that money to the side, or find another avenue, or build your skills, or use that as a side hustle and focus on something else. If you're a DoorDash driver or a Postmates driver, then bitch, use that money, utilize it, or guess what? Go on 2-3 different platforms and then work on your business on the side. Or work your regular 9-to-5 job and then do Uber on the side and drive with Uber on the side and make a good hustle. You can't just rely on one source of income. Because when you're an independent contractor, independent contractor usually have a career. And I think that's a smarter solution. And if that's a problem for a lot of y'all DoorDash drivers and a lot of y'all people who depend on being independent contractors, then bitch.
And one thing I forgot to mention, YouTube and Twitch. I do want to make that my third source of income, YouTube or Twitch. I want to say possibly Twitch because I'm literally this close to getting affiliate status on Twitch. So I want to make that my third source of income, which I'm not too far from. And that's what I really want to do with my life. YouTube and Twitch. Uber Eats and surveys, I like doing them, but they're not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. You know, you guys know the saying, do what you love and love what you do, and you never have to work a single day in your life. That's how I feel about being an independent contractor or self-employed. Because when you're either of those things, you don't have a boss or a manager to look after you. You don't got to worry about coworker drama, 9 to 5s. Sure, it sucks. When you're self-employed, you got to handle your own taxes and your health insurance and your finances and all that shit. But in my experience, the pros of being self-employed do outweigh the cons. And that's why I'd rather be an independent contractor. And that's why I'm in the position where I am right now.
I beg to differ, but take your ass down to Mississippi. Take your ass down to the South. Take your ass to the hillbilly South, bitch, and go to a state where it's relatively affordable to live and spend your money. Go somewhere that's affordable instead of living in New York City and Atlanta and big ass Houston and Los Angeles, California. Move somewhere else. Move somewhere else. You can't just rely on one source of income.
Those places are expensive as shit.
Move somewhere where it's laid back and relatively affordable to live on one job. There are some places where you just can't live, in some states and countries and cities where you just can't live.
Honestly, when I get older, I don't care to have a big house on the Hollywood Hills and a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. No. As long as I live below my means and I'm earning more than I spend every fucking month to pay my bills, my taxes, insurance, having a roof over my head, food on the table, clothes on my back, then I know that I'm winning in life. I don't need material things just to be happy. As long as I'm happy, safe, and I'm comfortable with where I am.
Relying on one source of income unless you have a bomb-ass, high-gaining job that offers a pension plan and benefits. Off of being a server, you realistically can't live forever off of being a bartender. It's all about the state you live in, the economy, what's going on, what area you're in, and how you utilize that money. So realistically, these corporations don't really owe these drivers shit. And these drivers can do what the fuck they want, and they've had it with these customers. Because if these food delivery app services are upset they're not getting enough bang for their buck, then switch careers. Start a business. Start your own food delivery app. Start a fucking YouTube channel. Start a TikTok. Brand yourself better. Or build up your resume over time. Get a certification in some industry. And find something that can get you gainfully employed for a long time. It's all about adapting, and I hate to say it, but the world's getting more expensive. And if you don't like it, if you live in a westernized country, then you're gonna have to move the fuck out. The reason why a lot of these people that I be seeing crying and saying, "Oh my God, I only made this much," was go find a side hustle, start building your business, grow a business, start something, do something. Stop getting so comfortable. Like everybody gets upset when they're not making as much money as they want. But people
True that. There have been weeks, days, and months where I wasn't making as much as I thought I would when I started Uber Eats. But you don't see me complaining and making sob stories and videos about how I'm not getting tipped by these customers, do I? No, that's because I had a game plan. Right now, I have 2 sources of income. So with that being said, I'm not gonna go out of my way and cry on the internet. I'm talking about how I can't make ends meet, pay my bills, all because of no tips on Uber Eats.
I'm so scared of starting from the bottom.
For Uber Eats, Postmates, Doordash, all these companies, I just spent an hour driving around for $1.19 tip. I mean, would it hurt y'all to tip us, throw us $5? I got $1.19 tip and $2 from the app. What's that? That's not even enough to cover gas. How am I supposed to survive like that?
Thankfully, I don't gotta worry about fucking gas.
This that I'm sitting in, it's gone. 4 months behind, there's no way I could pay for that. Everything fell apart on me. I haven't been able to sustain myself, provide for myself.
Bruh,
and these are essential services.
That's your problem.
I just wish people knew what it was like. I wish they understood what it was like to drive for these services.
If you're one of these,
I do. Do you see me making sub story videos? No, I don't.
Fucking own, but nobody owe you shit. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody putting a gun to your head forcing you to do a certain job. I personally always tip my drivers. I personally always tip my bartenders. I'll tip my servers. I'll tip them if they do a good job, and I'll tip them if they do well, or I'll tip them anyways, even if they do a shitty job. But nobody owe you shit. You're relying on the kindness of people's hearts. You're relying on people being generous. So when you allow others to be generous, you're always going to fuck yourself over because not a lot of people are generous. A lot of people are more so takers rather than givers. But overall, that's my initial reaction to this whole no tip, no trip trend. I get why everybody's upset. I get why it's starting controversy. But realistically, just get another fucking job. Start in other avenues. And customers, go pick up your own damn food. That's all I gotta say. Hope y'all enjoyed this whole podcast. Please be sure to let me know what y'all thought about this whole situation. Let me know what y'all think about just the food delivery drivers, what y'all think as a whole. And leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's that. Timeout is over.
Alright, so here's my intake on this video. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I understand why these food delivery people are mad because they're not getting tipped. I won't lie. Yes, I've been pissed because I wasn't getting any no tip orders, but I still did them anyway, just so I can make ends meet and pay my bills at home. And I'm really sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's true. But I would not go out of my way to make a video of me crying my eyes out and telling a sob story, all because of no tips. From a food driver's perspective, I understand that. But from a customer's perspective, there could be reasons why customers do not tip, because they probably had some bad experiences with food delivery drivers eating their food, stealing their food, taking a long ass time to deliver the food, or if they were being unprofessional, and whatever else. But as a customer of Uber Eats, I always make sure to tip my customers real good. 15-20% is my base, sometimes 25 if I'm feeling generous or if they do a really good job. The only time when I'll reduce or remove the tip is if my food has been stolen, if the bag is opened a little bit, or if they take longer than I expected them to. You know, I always tip based on how good their service is. At least 15-20% is my base. And if you're complaining because you don't get enough, if you don't get tips or you don't get paid enough to deliver people's food, then that's probably because that's your only source of income, and nobody taught you that you can't put your eggs in one basket. Then I'm just gonna assume that Uber Eats, DoorDash is your only source of income, and you don't have any other game plan if Uber Eats or DoorDash isn't working out for you. And thankfully, I thought of that plan beforehand. And, you know, I wasn't expecting this video to be controversial. I thought it was going to be such a lighthearted video where I thought it was going to be a compilation of where these food delivery drivers were going off at customers for no tips. I thought it would be one of those videos. I didn't expect it to be a controversial one like this. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you guys want me with these type of food delivery videos, Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Postmates? If so, leave your suggestions below in the comments. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. Please like, subscribe, and peace.